Kakadosh, Boker or Bekiim Halacha 5, day 48, Siman Lamed Bet, Siman 32, Halacha Kuf Tzadik Gimel 193. We're talking about now sewing the batim closed. Okay? Halacha Moshe Misinai. So we know that according to Halacha Moshe Misinai, Shiyut Tefilin Nitparim Begidei Be'ema V'chayat Torim. So you have to sew with threads made out of fibers of tendons of kosher mammals, meaning they have to be done with kosher tendons. Okay? Now he says it does not matter though, right, whether the animal was slaughtered kosher or not, which means whether it's a nevela or a trefa, or whether it was going to live the year or not. Right? That means as long as it's a kosher animal, I don't care about anything else. It has to be a kosher animal. It wasn't done shchita. Doesn't matter. Or it wasn't a kosher animal because it was not going to live the year. Yeah, but it's still a kosher species. As long as it was a kosher species, it's good. Now he says it's better to use tov litfor begidei shor, v'chein minhagenu, and that's our minhag, right? He says to use like of a bull, right, or an ox, whatever you want to call it. So he says over here, v'atam kevan shemin egel ubez. It's like an egel, so therefore it's like an atonement for the egel hazav, for the golden calf. Okay, so therefore that's what the common custom is. That's what you do until today. That's what they use. Okay, v'lochim agidim sheyesh ba'akev shem levanim. Now we're going to take it from the ekev is the ankle, because they're white. V'imem kashim. Now if they're going to be very hard, you come and you soften them with stones. Ad sheyasu kipishtan, until it becomes like flax, like linen. And then they come and they weave them.
I did not know that they weaved them. I thought the sinews were not weaved.
No, so that's what it says here, that they're going to spun them, no?
I have to look at my tefillin and see if they are indeed spun.
Yeah, that's what it says over here. Or spun into thread. Okay, now he comes and he says over here, Ubahen tofrin tefillin Torah. That's what they use for the tefillin in Sifrei Torah. Meaning, in between the Sifrei Torah, in between each page, they also sew them together. That sewing is done with this sinus. Okay? For sewing tefillin, the thin thread is used, while thicker threads are used for the Sifrei Torah, obviously. Okay, and then it says, and again, it's better to do so that when they do it, they should say it's Leshem Kiddushat Tefillin. Okay, that means Lechatchila, they should say this is for the Kiddush of Tefillin. 194, Kuf Tzadik Daled, Yitpor Shloshat Tefilot Bechol Echad Me'arbat Tzadei HaTitura, V'yu 12 Tefilot. He says, so you're going to have 12, which is going to be 3 on each side. Now, meaning 3 on, there's 4 sides, so 3 times 4 is 12. So 3, and therefore you're going to have 4, which means...
How do I go to the illustration?
No, we don't have, that's a problem. Chaval, but they used to actually send them out for a few days. They used to send them out. I don't know why they stopped sending them out. But they used to actually send out the illustrations, the pictures. I don't know why they stopped. Because if not, then we have to actually buy the book. Because we don't have that book.
You need a bigger crowd for that.
Yeah, but basically what happens is that you've got, when you open them up, you've got 3 times 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. So he says that's parallel.
I thought it's like 10 on each side. I mean, what are you 3? You mean only 3 stitches?
So now he comes and he says as follows, right? So therefore you're going to do, therefore it's a parallel to the 12 tribes. Meaning if you have 3 on each side, and 3 times 4 is 12, so therefore it's going to be parallel, right, corresponding to the 12 tribes. Now he says, Ulam imasarak eser, but what if you did 10 or less? It doesn't become pasul. It doesn't disqualify them. Or let's say you did more than that. So let's say, for example, you wanted to be a Richard. You wanted to do 20. Right? It's also not going to become pasul. Okay?
But it seems like if you look at 169, you can't have 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fine. Okay, but basically he's just saying that... the numbers.
Ways of counting the tribes.
Yeah, 10, 14, right, exactly, fine. The common custom is in order to do to 12, it's to drill a hole in each of the 4 corners and 2 more holes on each side of the corners. This makes a total of 12 holes. Basically, they make the 12 holes and then they come and they put the stitch. Okay, fine. 195, symmetrical stitching. So it says, right? Obviously, for the beauty, you want to make it beautiful. So obviously, make it symmetrical. Don't come and put a hole here, a hole there, and then I don't know what type of a distance, and then there. It doesn't impede. And it's still going to be kasher even even if it's not going to be equal, symmetrical. But it has to be ribua. It always has to be square. Remember that. Yes. Okay, as is brought down above in Halacha 143. Kuf Tzadik Zayin. This is now stitching twice around the titura. Has to be from 2 sides. What does that mean now, 2 sides? It's like 2 times around the titura. Once clockwise and once counterclockwise. So it covers the 12 stitches above the titura and below it. Right? That means you've got both sides. If the thread is run only once, so leaving every other stitch blank, the tefillin are not kosher. So that means it has to be on the top and the bottom. So one of them is going to be clockwise, one of them is going to be counterclockwise, in order that you have both of them right over there.